What is going on, everybody? How's everybody doing? How is everybody doing? Merry Christmas, everybody. Hope everybody had a good holiday. Hope everybody is still having a good holiday. I'm kind of actually taking a little bit of break from cooking right now. I'm actually making a Christmas dinner. I'm like, hey, you know what? We're going to do a live stream. We're going to do a Christmas live stream. We're going to talk about some stuff because, you know what? I missed it. This is what I love to do, so I figured why not do it on Christmas too. So that's why I'm here today. But after this, I gotta get back to cooking. There's a turkey in the oven. Gotta work on some mashed taters and all that fun stuff. I usually do my family does our Christmas dinner like later in the night and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Anyways, so I have some exciting stuff to talk about today. A little bit of Liquid Barn. I have a review on a couple of their flavors. I have some vape mail that came in, and I also want to review the GBOX and a little bit of some tips and tricks. And I actually found some really, really cool hacks you can do with it, which makes the mod 10 times better in my opinion. So I'm definitely going to get that in a minute. And there also is a kind of a drawback in there, but it's an easily fixable problem. But we're going to get to that in a little bit. But first of all, Merry Christmas, as I already said. Let me just say hi to a couple of you real quick. It's me, dude. How's it going, buddy? I think that's Ray, or I can't really say your name, but he says, how come you ain't done any videos in a long time? I have been doing a lot of live streams. I am planning to continue to do more videos. It's just live streams lately have been more convenient for me, so that's what I've been doing, but I have no plans not to do videos in the future. I actually really love doing regular videos and editing them and stuff, but because time permitting, it's been a lot easier for me to just do the content live and get it out there, but I definitely want to do more videos. But thank you for noticing. Matt Williams, what's up, buddy? Shindo, how's it going? How's it going? The Vaping Buckeye, what's up, man? How's it going? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Desi, Merry Christmas. I hope you're having a great Christmas. Jeffrey, what's up? What's up? Matt, I think I already said what's up. Yep, I did. Did I get everybody? Tony, what's going on, man? What's going on? And Hazel Blue, what's up? What's up? And Adam Fleming, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. So yesterday, in case you missed it, Christmas Eve, it was actually kind of funny. I was celebrating with my family. I took a little break, started watching a little YouTube. And I think it was the Vape Team or Vape and Fagan. It was one of them. They were having a live stream, and they put the Zoom room chat in the description of the video. I guess Fagan messed up or something like that. So they were having people come on for Christmas and say Merry Christmas. So I saw Fresh was in there and TVC was in there. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to hop on and say Merry Christmas real quick. So I did. I thought it was kind of funny. I'm like, why not? Just do it real quick, say Merry Christmas to everybody. So I did. And that was a little bit of fun. Alright. So, let's not waste any time. Let's go to the first thing. The first thing I want to do is review a couple of these Liquid Barn products, okay? Liquid Barn sent me 2 flavors. The first one they sent me was eggnog. Oh, you can't really see that. It's kind of blown out. Yeah, anyways, it's Liquid Barn eggnog, and it's Liquid Barn Cranberry Cobbler. They sent me them in the Tastemakers kit. If you guys have a question on what a Tastemakers kit is, I definitely invite you to look at my video. I have many videos on the Tastemaker kit and a full rundown of it, but basically they give you a 60 ml bottle of flavoring with a little tip on top. They give you a unicorn bottle, and they give you a little card to measure the flavorings, to put exactly the right amount, and then you can get pre-made e-liquid, which kind of comes in a bottle like one of these right here and has your PG, VG, and NIC at the level you decide to select. It's a very simple solution for beginners if they want to get a really tasty vape really easily without having to deal with equipment like scales or syringes or anything like that. So yeah, that's how they sent them to me. I definitely do like that they sent me Tastemakers kit because, one, it does give me a unicorn bottle, and I actually like these bottles. They're really cool. They work really good to also drip on the scale and all that. But as for the flavors themselves, alright, I've actually come across quite a few Liquid Barn flavors that I do enjoy. There's only a select few that I haven't really been able to advocate for. One of them definitely being vanilla mint. Vanilla mint was just not my cup of tea to me. It was just not something desirable. It was very minty, and it had like this weird off vanilla taste that I just didn't really care for. Now, I know some people did like that flavor, but me, it was just not something I enjoyed. So, unfortunately, that's kind of like ringing almost the same as Liquid Barn Eggnog. Now, Liquid Barn Eggnog, it's not completely terrible, but it's lacking in a lot of ways. It's not really a dense flavor. It's you get like a little bit of spice from it, and you get a little bit of like the egginess from it, but it's not really like full-fledged, and it seems just like a very weak and incomplete flavor. And maybe it's just because I'm comparing it to Flavora Eggnog, because that flavor is just amazing, but this one kind of does fall short. In single flavor testing, I don't think it would be good to vape by itself. I haven't mixed it in with other flavors, such as like another eggnog or something like that, but with all that said, I do hypothesize that this would be a good flavor. Hold on one second. I do hypothesize this would... Sorry about that, guys. I do hypothesize this would be a good flavor. Maybe if you use this as a base of an eggnog. So maybe if you layer this in with flavor eggnog, or maybe some other flavors, like maybe a custard or something, to kind of get it to thicken up a little bit. But I haven't tried that yet. But as by itself, it's not really my favorite go-to eggnog. So I kind of want to rip the Band-Aid off first, just to get the bad news out real quick. But that's because I have really good news now. With the exception of eggnog and vanilla mint kind of being meh flavors from Liquid Barn, Cranberry Cobbler is the exception. This one delivers. Oh my god, does this one deliver. This is an amazing Cranberry Cobbler flavor. It has a nice amount of cranberry. It has a nice amount of cobbler, bakery notes. It's really dense. You can taste it. Literally by itself, 12%. Is actually a little bit low. I actually bumped it up to 15 just to get a little bit more cranberry. And as a single flavor, did I say that right? Yeah. As a single flavor, kind of like a one-shot concentrate, it's perfect. You don't really need anything else. Don't get me wrong, I have been mixing a lot of this with other things, but I've already vaped 60 mils of this, and I'm almost gone out of my 60 mils. And this is just single flavor. And I'm already going to need to make more. I keep it in one of my Kylans. It's that good. You get like a nice cranberry. You get kind of like a pastry notes, kind of like a pastry zest, kind of like flavor. You get like pastry dough, and you get like that cobbler, and it's perfect. It's perfect by itself. Now I have made some other mixes with it. I've mixed some like Capella cranberry to get a little bit more tart notes in it, and boost the cranberry up a little bit. I've also tried putting some more pastry zest and some other bakery notes in there too to see what I can do. Those are steeping, but let me tell you, by itself, I can highly recommend this. Out of this 60 ml bottle right here, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's already like 20 mils of this stuff already gone. So I've been like actively using this Cranberry Cobbler. It is a seasonal flavor, so if you guys haven't tried it and you like cranberry and you like bakeries, I can highly recommend it. I don't even know how to say it, but seriously, you're going to want to buy this one. That's how good it is. It's definitely worth it. And a lot of people definitely agree with it. Everybody I've talked to who's tried that flavor has loved it. Lori says, if I burn my turkey, it will be JFM's fault. No, that's not true. I'm cooking a turkey right now, too. You gotta have that thing timed. 15 minutes per pound. 15 minutes per pound. You guys have a wonderful evening. I just wanted to pop in and wish you all Merry Christmas. Bye, guys. All right, Merry Christmas, Desi. Thank you very much for stopping by. Thank you. Same here, waiting on the food to be done. Can't wait. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Yeah, I just figured I'd pop in, do a little bit of content, give you guys a little bit of something while you guys are cooking or celebrating or whatever. And if you can't hang around, I get it. It's Christmas, All right, so I'm gonna take a break in the flavors. We're gonna be doing some vape mail that I got from Bull City. And that's because they're sponsored. Definitely an excellent place to buy your flavors. If you guys do shop at Bull City, you can use JFM10 to get yourself 10% off the first time. And if you use that code once, then you can use JFM6 to get 6% off every single time after that. But they're an excellent company that I do work with. They have really fast shipping. They have a wide variety of flavors. Anytime anything's messed up, you can talk to them. They'll help you out. They're just great people, very fast. So I was going to do the vape mail, but I'm going to do that after this. First, we're going to review the GBOX real quick. Now, I'm going to try to make it as simple and as fast as possible because I'm probably guessing a lot of you have seen GBOX reviews and stuff like that and have a general gist of what it is. So I'm going to kind of run through it real quick. So, the first thing I want to show... Hold on, let me get something. Oh. Keith says, JFM, did you see I got my winnings from the Christmas mix for St. Jude's? Yeah, you got 500 mils of this one. That's awesome, man. Congratulations. Yeah, if you guys didn't know, Keith won the 500 mils of this one from, I think it's Coil Vapes. And, yeah, it's very awesome. I heard very good things. How is it? Have you vaped it yet? Let me know how it tastes. Everybody supposedly raves about that one. And I know Coil Vapes does a lot for the community, too. Phone is acting weird. I gotta approve your message, Keith. Hold on. For some reason it's stopping. Alright, it says, that's a big ass bottle. Yeah, true that. Hoping for a sale code for Christmas or New Year. Yeah, you know, that might happen. It might happen. Maybe on New Year's. I don't know. I haven't seen anything for Christmas. Well, I've seen a couple things, but I don't think it was vape related. Alright, here we go. Boom. Alright, so, let's talk GBOX. Alright, let me change up the camera real quick. Now, this GBOX has been, something I've been looking for. Oh, by the way, I'm going to be doing a list before New Year's. I'm going to be doing a list of, like, my favorite vape stuff and, like, kind of like different things, like, best new vape YouTuber of the year, and I'm gonna have my own little awards things, like things from my perspective, like that I really thought either benefited the community or benefited vaping and stuff like that. I thought it'd be a cool idea, so I'm gonna be getting a list together, just writing it down, and then I'm gonna be doing maybe a live stream, maybe a regular video. I haven't decided yet, but that's gonna be coming before New Year's this week, so I'm excited for that. Alright, so I kind of have a different down below little thing going on, but I figured it would work best. The first thing I'm going to show you guys right now is, for the GBOX review, is the Radar RDA. Now, I don't have it on the GBOX because I don't prefer it, to be honest with you. Okay, so this is the Radar RDA. Let me show you the bottom of it. It just says, I don't know if it's going to autofocus. Alright, let me get the little thing out. Just so I can be all fancy for you guys. Let's see. Scale. Down cam. Configure. Okay. This should do it. Now where's the camera? Boom. Turn autofocus off. That would work. Yeah, sorry, I'm not used to doing this. Okay, so it says Radar on the bottom. It says designed by Geek Vape. It has a certification, and that's the center squonking pin right there. Okay, so that's the bottom of it. If you look on the side, it has adjustable airflow. Now, this adjustable airflow is different. It kind of has like a little slot up top right there, and then it has like the little center thing, so you can get like a little bit of a closed off airflow like that. And if you turn it, of course, it goes on both sides the same, or you could just have this whole bottom thing open and you can adjust the airflow going like that. But with squonking, the best option is kind of right there, because if you're squonking with this RDA, that's a large crevice for e-juice to come out, which is kind of one of my drawbacks to this RDA. Now, if you want to look at the deck to this RDA, screw it on here, so I'm going to take off the top cap. Alright, so I have a Space Clapton coil build on here right now. Let's see if you can see that. Okay, right there. Now, basically, these kind of come up at an angle like this. It kind of looks like a little V6 engine. Like you have to drop in the coils at an angle. And then there's Allen screw keys that you have to screw in on each side. And it kind of just plops in. The build deck is actually pretty nice on it. That's not really the drawback. Really, the drawback for this thing is the airflow and the top cap. The top cap of this gets really, really hot really fast. So that's something you have to take into consideration. Also, the flavor compared to other things. All right, let me say it like this, okay? This RDA is great if you don't have another squonking RDA, okay? It's actually a really decent RDA to come with a mod. Probably one of the best RDAs you could get with a mod that I've seen so far in my experience. However, if you own something like a Drop or a Dead Rabbit, something that has really great flavor, that's going to outbeat it any day of the week. But the other thing is, too, I've noticed that it's gotten really hot and squonking. I've noticed that it's very easy to over-squonk, or it's not really even over-squonking, it's just squonking the bottle, and juice will come barreling out the sides. Okay, so I don't really like how they did that. And that's kind of what makes the Drop a little bit better. If you look right here, it has a whole bunch of really small holes, so when you squonk, it's a lot harder for the liquid to come out, but it will, but it's a lot harder. And then the Dead Rabbit, where Dead Rabbit has really high airflow up the top, where it's almost impossible to over-squonk. It is possible, but it's so hard. Alright, so that's pretty much the rundown on the radar of the GBOX. I personally think if you don't have any other squonking RDA, it will make for a good RDA if that's all you have, and it actually has decent flavor for what it is. But if you compare it to the Drop or the Dead Rabbit and you have something better, it's really going to pale in comparison. Alright, now let's go right to the GBOX, okay? So as you guys see, I rock the Drop on the GBOX. It's good squonking RDA. I still think the Dead Rabbit is a little bit better of a squonking RDA because of that, but the Drop has a protruding 510 pin squonk pin where it'll let juice go in the RDA without, So we're not talking about the Drop right now, though. We're talking about the GBOX. Sorry, guys. Okay, so this is the GBOX. There's the 510 pin. Now, one thing that we're going to be doing in the little tips and tricks and hacks in a minute is, and I'm going to go with one of the downfalls of this device is, this 510 right here comes loose. It's a known problem. It's happened to me twice already since I've had the device, but it's a fairly easy fix. So right away, if you're not comfortable with using tools, then you're not going to want this device. But that 510 will come loose just from screwing on RDAs and screwing them off, but it will happen. Okay, but even without that said, with the drawbacks of this device for being a 2-battery squonk device, it's been one of my favorite squonking mods ever. It's been one of my favorites. Alright, down here is where the batteries go in your squonk bottle right here. You take two 18650s. The squonking bottle comes out from right here. Basically, the mechanism that's used is kind of like the E-Leaf Pico Squeeze. It has this long pole right here, and then it has this thing that retains up, and you just put your bottle in and just push up, and that's how you put your bottle in. Now, the bottle in this device also is another drawback in my opinion when compared to like the Pulse. I don't like the fact that it seems a little bit hard for me. I like the silicone bottles, so it's sometimes it's really hard to squonk out of it. It's not impossible, but it's difficult. Alright, so let me put these batteries back in. I'll show you the main screen, and then we'll go to the tips and tricks and hacks. Okay. Alright. 5 clicks will turn on the device. Let's see if I can get this in focus. That was pretty good. Okay, so one little tip and trick I do have for this device is make sure when you're using this device you always keep your wattage locked, okay? Now you lock your wattage by pressing the plus and minus button and holding. and that will unlock your wattage, and then that way you can change it. Now this device goes up to 200 watts, alright, and it does actually feel like it's giving you the power it's saying. Now it's important to lock your wattage on this device for a good reason, because when you're squonking, the squonk ball's on the other side. When you go and hit it, the other side of your hand is naturally going to hit the plus and minus button for the wattage, and it's going to adjust it. So you need to make sure you lock the wattage every time you use this device. If you want to go into like temperature control and stuff like that, you just click the button 3 times, power button, 1, 2, 3, and then it will highlight, and then you can change it to nickel, stainless steel, titanium, TCR, VPC, and then bypass, and then power. And then basically you hold it to go back in. You also can change the pulse and reset the pulse, and that's pretty much the main important functions of this device. But my favorite thing about this device is you're getting 2 batteries, you're getting the battery life. Yes, it's a little bit bigger than a pulse, which is right here. But the thing is a lot of people say they want the pulse device and small squonk devices like this because it's small, they want it to be able to fit in their pocket. But if you're bringing around this device with you to work everywhere, you're carrying extra batteries, right? So not only are you carrying extra batteries, you might also be carrying a squonk refill bottle. By the time you get to that, it's doubling the size, and you're pretty much at the size of this device. So this pretty much gives you all you want in one, plus more power than this one can give you. So this thing has really been a treat for me. Okay, so I just gave you a general rundown of the device. Now I'm going to show you the little tips, tricks, and hacks real quick, okay? So I'm going to take out the batteries, and I'm going to take out the squonk bottle. Alright, so the first tip, tricks, and hacks thing is, as I was telling you before, this 510 pin on this device will get loose on you. It's happened to a lot of people. I've talked to a vape shop owner. Hold on, let me get this out of the way. Merry Christmas, Vape Clerk. I talked to a lot of vape shop owners. Supposedly they've had a lot of people come back with this device, and it's had the same problem. It gets loose on you just from screwing and unscrewing an RDA. I tried to really tighten it up, but it happened again once, so I don't know if I need to put like some thread locker on there or something, but it happens. But the good thing is you can fix it fairly easily, and it's still my favorite one. Okay, so the first thing is you need to take 4 torque screws off this device, and that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now I found out that torque screws aren't really that easy to get a hold of. I thought it would be, so I got like this little kit right here from Walmart, and basically it's a little torque screw set, but the torque screws they had in here were too big, but they had a flathead that worked in here. It was the second to the smallest flathead that they had in here. It actually worked to unscrew these torque screws, and that's what I've been using. So if you guys are looking for a torque screws, you guys can always go that route. So I'm going to really quickly take these off, and then I'm going to show you. Just 4 of these, so it's 1 right here. And just be careful not to lose the screws. There's 1. And I just dropped 1. That's not good. Here's 2. Oh, that's the 3rd one actually. And then this is the last one right here. Alright, so it's just these 4 screws. I actually am really happy with the way they ended up making this device in terms of like building it, because they made this really easy to do. Okay, so once you take off those 4 screws at each of the corner, you take off this back plate right here, just tops off, and there you go. You have access to the squonking mechanism and to the 510 connector. Okay, now let me see if I can really get that close up for you and focus so you can see it. Alright, so as you can see right here, right there's the top nut. Let me see if I can get the... Okay. right here. It's the top nut right here, okay? This will come loose, alright? So that's the one you want to screw down, okay? So open up the device with those 4 Torx screws and come here and tighten this up. Now what works great is that Coil Master, the Coil Master cotton tweezers that everybody uses for the cotton. You can use something like that that's easy, and then just kind of screw it like that. Let me see if I can get them just to show you for anybody having a question. Basically, you just take these tweezers right here, and you kind of just go in there, and then just tighten it. And then if that doesn't get it tight enough for you, you can always use a pair of pliers. Just be really gentle because you don't want to break the solder off that soldering point or the solder down there that goes to the positive connection. Alright, so now that I said that, let's see if I can find that screw. I think it's right there. Okay. So now that I said that, the only other little tip, trick, and hack thing about this device right here, okay, is the one drawback I have with this device is that it comes with this kind of bottle right here, okay? And this kind of bottle is kind of tough. It isn't a silicone bottle. It isn't like this one from the Pulse BF Squonk mod, right? And they don't sell any silicone bottles for this device. They sell a refill bottle, but they don't sell any silicone bottles. Well, good thing is, and I'm not going to take this apart. I'm pretty sure if you guys have this mod, just to save some time. But if you guys have this mod, if you look right here, there's right here. And I already tried it, but I need a different bottle. But there's 2 screws right here, right? And this takes off this whole squonk mechanism right here. And then right here is the same kind of tube, and it fits the Pulse bottle right here. So you can actually put your own regular style bottles like this in this device. The only thing you're going to have to make sure is that it fits. Now with this Pulse bottle, it does fit in this device. However, this one is a little, it's like a hair too big, so you're not going to want to be pushing it up and down into this bottle because it's silicone and it's going to leak, so you're going to need like a refill bottle. But I would more suggest getting maybe like one of the 5 mil or 6 mil bottles, just like 1 mil that's a little bit skinnier and taller than this one, and that would work perfect. Get one of those silicone bottles. It would fit in there perfect. You'd be able to put it in, get a refill bottle, and then you could have a silicone bottle in this fairly easily. Okay, so that's kind of the little hack I wanted to show you guys. It is possible. You just need to have the right bottle. I would say the Pulse BF Squonk bottle is just a hair too big. Look for one that's a little bit taller and a little bit skinnier. So more like a 5-6 mil bottle of one of the ones they sell on Fast Tech or something like that. Take this whole mechanism out, put it in, and probably just use a refill bottle and make it a lot easier. And then there you go. That will make this the perfect mod. You'll have the silicone bottle. You don't have to worry about that other crappy ass bottle, and there you go. So when I was taking it apart to fill that, I took this whole mechanism apart and I figured out you could do that, and I'm like, holy shit, that just made this mod a whole lot cooler. So yeah, I thought that was a cool little thing. I'm just going to quickly put these screws back in. So you just want to put these in. Again, there's just 4 Torx screws. There's one. Very small screws. You want to be careful. Alright, there's 2. And then one more. Well, there's actually another one. I'm going to have to find out the screw later when we're off stream, because I don't want to be looking for that forever. Put that one up here. There we go. Yeah, be careful with your screws, guys. As you can see, I pretty much just lost one. I'll find it later, but don't want to lose them. Otherwise, you'll have problems with your door. And basically, you just put your bottle back in, like so. Boom. And then put your batteries back in. Plus up on the left. Negative up on the right. Boom. 5 clicks on. There we go. It's turning on. And then we get to squonk again. Yippee! Alright, so Let me get back up to the normal camera, and let's just close out on this little review thingy on the GBOX. Okay, so transition. Where are you? Live face transition. Let's get a little bit of leakage. There we go. There we go. Okay. Alright, so bottom line on this GBOX squonker. I'm sorry if I'm not that great at doing live reviews. I've never really done a live review on a device. Never mind, I haven't really reviewed many devices, so excuse me if it's not to the caliber of some other reviewers. But with that being said, this device as a squonker, out of all the squonkers I have tried, has been my favorite. One, because it's regulated and you can get higher wattages from it. The one drawback I find of the Pulse is you have a single battery. That with the 2700, yeah, at the same time, it does give you more battery life than, say, others. But if you vape a lot and you use that device primarily, that battery is going to die off really quick, and your hits are going to get weaker really quick. Now, this device, and at the highest wattage of the Pulse, I still feel, to my vaping style, it's a little bit lacking. It's almost perfect for me. Maybe if I cut down the airflow a little bit, it gets hot enough, but it's really close to not being enough. And I've tried many different builds on there, including aliens that come out really low. But in the end of the day, if you pump some more watts into this device, that allows you to give you it. To me, it gives me a more satisfying vape. Also, it makes it so I don't have to change my batteries all the time. And besides the fact of the bottle being the way it is factory, that's probably one of the biggest drawbacks I have of this device. I don't really like the bottle. I love the silicone bottle from the Pulse. I'm going to do exactly what I just showed you guys and said. I'm going to buy a silicone bottle now that I figured out that little hack. And I'm going to put a silicone bottle in here and vape that way. And to me, that'll make that perfect. The only other thing that I'm kind of worried about is that 510 connector. Now, the fact that we can fix it is a good thing. But I don't necessarily want to be doing that every single time. So as long as I'm not unscrewing and taking off RDAs as much, it might not be as much of a problem. Or maybe trying to use something like a thread locker or something like that to really tighten it. Or maybe get a better pair of pliers and really crank down on it. Although I don't necessarily think you should crank down that hard because you don't want to break it. But with all those little things said, I have to say I'm really happy with this device. There are some quirks to it. It's not perfect. Not many things out of China are perfect, but I definitely love it. I definitely love it, especially with the drop or Dead Rabbit RDA. And I think it would be definitely acceptable with the Radar RDA. It's a good RDA. Probably one of the best that could come with a mod up until this point. But is it the best RDA, especially when you have a Dead Rabbit or a drop? It doesn't come close. It doesn't come close, but it does have great flavor. I mean, you can't put out that much cloud production, and that's only at 95 watts. That much cloud production wouldn't even come out of, like, the Pulse. And I'm being honest, like, I mean, it's no slouch. The Pulse is no slouch. It's good squonk. It does have a little bit of, what do you call it, amp drop or drop. There's some power loss because of the button on the Pulse device, but it's still no slouch. It still puts out a lot of vapor. But compared to this thing, you can crank up the watts. You feel like you're getting a lot fuller and better of a vape. I love it. So definitely highly recommend that, especially if you're in the market. Plus, for the money, it's probably one of the cheaper ones, okay? Because the only other one that kind of was a 2-battery was the one from, what do you call it, 528 that I think they stopped making, and that was like over $120, I think. Or they had the one that was regulated that was from Lost Vape. I think it was the Drone or the Triad or something like that. And that one was really expensive too because DNA board. But this is pretty good. Merry Christmas, guys. Merry Christmas. Let's see. John, do you have the RX 200? No, but I have. All right, I have something close to it. I have the T3 right here. Alright, so my RX23 is beaten up. It doesn't work anymore. Basically, you put batteries in, it won't work or whatever. But this is basically the size comparison. It's like pretty much, oh wow. It's actually pretty much the same exact size as the RX23. Yeah. It's actually a hair bigger. Like in terms of that size. So there you go. It's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, it's not obviously going to be the size of a small 2-battery mod. You have to expect a bottle, but it's bearable. It's bearable. I mean, compared to this guy, I mean, this guy is just ridiculous. Like, let's look at it that way. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, like, see? It's nothing like this device, so. And that one is literally a brick. Literally a brick. Vape Cleric says, which one is that and how much? I picked up the Athena, love the flavor, but as you said, batteries need changed a lot. This one is the Geek Vape GBOX, and it's a 200 watt device. Alright, that's so weird. My earphones are kind of getting messed up. Yep, just a touch bigger. Merry Christmas. I'm sorry, I'm just saying Merry Christmas to everybody and say Merry Christmas too. Okay, pretty much got everything. Alright, so let's go to some of the vape mail now, because we got a little bit more time left. Okay, take a sip of this vape mail. Boom. Alright, so for the vape. Uh-oh. Okay, we're good. We're good. I thought things were going to start blowing up for a minute. Okay. So the first thing I want to do is for the vape mail, this particular line, right, well, it's not a line, but these particular few flavors were compliments of John Phenom. He actually randomly messaged me. He's like, oh, I got a Christmas present for you or something like that. And he's like, I want to send you something, expect in the mail. I don't want to tell you what it is because it's a surprise. And what he did was he gave me a few of the one-on-one flavors. He said these were the best ones that he's tried and really loved, and he wanted me to try to start mixing with them. So he sent them to me, which was really awesome. So thank you, John Phenom. I really appreciate that. First thing he got me was one-on-one bread pudding. Bread pudding. And I mixed up a couple things with it. They're still steeping. I don't really have too much to say about it. It's like the nice bready, puddingy flavor. I don't know if I'm over the moon about it yet, but I can see the appeal to it, especially a lot of the people who are doing all those like cornbread vapes and stuff like that, and stuff with like one-on-one cornbread, which he also sent me. I mean, that kind of has my eye too. Like I'm kind of really interested in like trying to make like a really good bakery cornbready vape. So I'm definitely trying to achieve that. So I think that would help get me there. And then again, one-on-one well, can't see that camera. One-on-one cornbread he got me, which as it says, it's like a cornbread. It's not really too many cornbread flavors, so it's kind of unique. Now this one had me interested a lot. Well, let me just clear my palate real quick. This one had my eye. That he sent me is the marshmallow from one-on-one. It's definitely different than the other marshmallows. It has a very high like vanilla content to it. Let me try some on here. Yeah, to me it tastes a lot sweeter and definitely more like a marshmallow. I kind of wonder how it would compare to the other marshmallows in vapes. My favorite marshmallow at the current moment, though, is, what do you call it? TFA toasted marshmallow. So, I think this one might actually become my new favorite as long as it works well in vapes, because it does have a more realistic marshmallow flavor. Joshua says, Love One-on-One's cornbread. I just posted a recipe in the comments of Wayne's custard video. He put out 2-day vanilla marshmallow. It's awesome. Oh, sweet. Sweet. Yeah, I just saw Wayne's video too. The custard. The custardy mustard. Another one John sent me is One-on-One cornbread. I keep going to that camera. Actually, why not do that, right? Transition. And then I'll make it so, let's see. There we go. Alright, so One-on-One. Why isn't it working out? Alright, One-on-One creme brulee. One-on-One creme brulee. Now this one has me excited. This one actually seems like it's a really good creme brulee. It kind of reminds me of the Liquid Barn one. So we're going to see how that one tries in a vape. Another one that I haven't really figured out what it's all about, haven't really mixed with it yet, is One-on-One speckled flakes. One-on-One speckled flakes. I'm not sure. I haven't looked it up online yet. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be a cereal. Oh, that does have a unique taste to it. It kind of almost tastes like a creme brulee in itself. Definitely, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. The cornbread is weak. Even at 5%, I don't taste it too well. But creme brulee is good, and the vanilla marshmallow is awesome. Yeah, vanilla marshmallow is, like, when I try flavors, there's certain ones that, like, you can, like, try and you, like, know they're going to be, like, wicked good and stuff like that. And then there's others that are just, like, I don't know. Like this one right here. This one, everybody talks up and down about. This cream, milky undertone with PG. It's supposedly one of the most realistic, like, milky flavors. And I just got that, and you guys know me, I'm a big cereal guy, so this might actually come into handy. Off the smell, it does smell really creamy. I guess that's really what I could say about it. It smells like cream. Oh, God. Okay. That's a great cream. A billion. One-on-One has a billion cereal flavors, like 5. Yeah, I saw that. Like, I don't get that. Like, I think that actually deters people from buying them, to be honest. Like, why do you have 5 different, like cereal flavors? Like, I just, that's what kind of, like, kept me away from buying from them. Like, I didn't get it. Like, I didn't get why they had, like, 5 different flavors of each one. Maybe it's because I had definitely checked out the cereal flavors first. Because you guys know me, I love to make cereal vapes, and I'm just like, why is there like 5 of Fruity Pebbles? And then they have like some like Fruity Pebbles, Fruity Stones, and then they have Fruity Circles, and it's just like, why? Alright, so the next one is, this one has me excited. I've heard a lot of great things about it, and it's One-on-One Strawberry Shortcake. I also like Flavor West Strawberry Shortcake. I have tried mix this single flavor. I think it is good. The one thing I'm kind of skeptical is the strawberry flavor they're using in here. Whoa. I'm a little skeptical because the strawberry flavor they're using in here actually tastes like kind of like TFA strawberry, which I'm not really too much of a fan of, but I haven't, again, I've mixed only single flavor. I haven't mixed it like trying to make a strawberry shortcake, so I'm not too sure how it's going to turn out, but I'm definitely appreciative that John sent these to me, so thank you, John Phenom. I'm definitely going to mix with them and try them and see what I can come up with. Some of the ones that really do have my eye, though, again, is that vanilla marshmallow. That vanilla marshmallow seems very promising to me. Also, the bread pudding and the creme brulee, I have my eye, because, like, I'm in the One-on-One milky undertone. The milky undertone because I make a lot of cereal, but the bread ones because I'm really into bakeries. Like, I freaking love bakeries with high bakery tones, and I want to nail like a good, like, kind of like a cornbread recipe or something with like really good cakey notes in it, and I think those could be really useful flavors in doing that. he says DIY Vapor Supply has one, and their shipping is just as fast as Bull City. Oh, thanks for letting me know that. I might do it that way then. I might go through like DIY Vapor Supply, because I don't know, it's something like, I'm telling you, I go to one-on-one, like, I don't mean like college crap, but like one-on-one's website and just everything. And like, maybe it's because of a combination. I watch their YouTube videos and it kind of seem like they're unprofessional. I've spoke with them in an email before, and they also kind of seem unprofessional. And then I checked out their website, and it kind of seems like wonky between having millions of flavors for one thing, and then just how it's set up. Like, I don't know. I just was always rubbed the wrong way, and I could just never get around to placing an order through them. So maybe if another place has them, that might work out better. Plus, I imagine if another company carries them, they're probably gonna have the best of their flavors rather than all the copies of their flavors, you know? So, I don't know. Alright. So now, here's the ones that were sent to me from Bull City. So, thank you, Bull City Flavors. Bull City sponsors the channel. Definitely really appreciate it. They're an awesome company. But I got a handful of flavors from them. The first one I want to go over is this one. This one might not be new to any of you, but it's new to me. As you guys know, I like version 1s of a lot of things, okay? I'm a really stickler on version 1s. I've always brought up into the assumption that they're going to have, like, more fuller of a flavor. They're going to taste better, and a lot of the times that is true, especially from all the information I've gotten. With the exception of this one, I ended up talking to Fresh03, and he kind of pointed me to this one, and I've been trying to make a pound cake recipe. I've been trying to clone this thing right here. Telios Pound Cake from the Remix line, okay? It's a really nice pound cake that's a really thick and fluffy cake, and then it has a really nice frosting note to it. So I ended up getting Capella Sugar Cookie V1. Sugar Cookie V1. V2. Sugar Cookie V2. Now, I've had Capella Sugar Cookie, but Fresh told me, he was like, you should really get the V2. You should really get the V2, because the V2 is pretty much all frosting. It's pretty much frosting, and then the regular Sugar Cookie is more of like the bakery cookie of it. And you know what? I think he's right, with the exception of when I smell Sugar Cookie V2, I definitely smell acetylpyrazine in there. It's definitely in there, and I'm not sure if it's as present in the V1. I don't think it is. But the V2, it's definitely there, and then you can smell a whole ton of frosting. A whole ton of frosting. So I'm very excited to use Sugar Cookie V2, maybe even with V1, to try to get like a nice like frosting. I think it's really awesome. And you know, it's kind of weird, knowing what I know now about Sugar Cookie V2 and hearing that from Fresh, I'm surprised I haven't seen any recipes out there. Maybe I just haven't came across them, but I'm surprised I haven't seen a recipe that has Sugar Cookie V1 with Sugar Cookie V2. Because they are different flavors, although they kind of sound the same. They're way different flavors. You kind of get more of one thing. You get more of the frosting with V2, and then you get more of like the actual sugar cookie with the V1. So if you match them together, I wonder what would happen. So that's definitely one thing I'm gonna try. Alright, so some more that I got was honey roasted peanuts from Wonder Flavors. I ended up getting a lot of Wonder Flavors because I've been very, very impressed with the ones I've had so far, like the Princess Cake, the White Fluffy Cake, and pretty much all of those. Like, one-on-one's been nailing it out of the park for me, so I got a whole bunch of one-on-one flavors. And the first one out of those is the honey roasted peanuts from Wonder Flavors. Now, I haven't obviously mixed them. I literally just got these in the mail the day before Christmas. But the honey roasted peanuts, you can smell it right off the bat. It seems like it's going to run victim to the same problem a lot of the peanuts do. It smells, you can smell it smells like really dry, like all the other peanuts. So I'm kind of nervous about that. I'm very nervous about that. But it's also something you can smell is very potent. This one definitely is a super concentrate. You're going to want to use this one in sub-percentages. Alright, another one I got is citrus fruit from Wonder Flavors. And citrus fruit seems like it's going to be exactly what it sounds like, a lot of citrusy fruit. It smells good. It smells good. It almost, off the hand, it kind of seems like it's going to be like a lot of other companies like Skittle-like flavors, but without like the candy notes to them. So you pretty much, I can taste lime, I can taste lemon. You can taste maybe like hints of an orange in there. Yeah, it's really good. It's really good, but except for it's not. It reminds me of a Skittles, but it just doesn't have like the candy notes in them. Okay, another one is. Well, there we go. Saskatoon Berries. Oh, another cool thing about Bull City, by the way, is their new bottles. They're changing their labels. So, well, they're changed, but they're not changed. Okay, so this was the old one, and it was kind of like a papery substance, and the box isn't colored, but it has like that paper. Now the new bottles, it seems like they got a better color printer or better labels. They seem like more glossy. The labels are more glossy, probably like more water resistant or like liquid resistant, and it has a colored box now on it. So compared to the old one, so I don't know, just a little thing I've noticed. Sorry to be all ADD about it. All right, so Saskatoon Berries. I have no idea what that was, but I heard people talking about it, so I'm like, why not pick it up? It smells kind of like a black currant almost. Oh god. Yeah, I don't know about that one, guys. Oh no. No. Alright, so let's not talk about Saskatoon Berry. Alright, so another one I got is frozen yogurt. Frozen yogurt from Wonder Flavors. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to kind of be like an ice cream or what. It definitely has a different smell to it. I'm not sure about that one yet. Don't really have much to say about it. Now here's an interesting one. Butter pecan pie. Butter pecan pie from Wonder Flavors. Now, their bakeries, they've been hitting it out of the park. And this one just, oh, it smells to die for. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, this one's going to be very nice. This one, yeah. Taste bakery notes, you can taste butter, you can taste pecan. Like, seriously, their bakeries, man, Wonder Flavors, they've been hitting out of the park, man. Yeah, this one's gonna be good. This one's gonna be good. I'm gonna mix with that one probably tonight. Okay, here's another one. Well, butterscotch cream pie. Butterscotch cream pie. Oh yeah, guys, yes. Mixing these with the custard, oh my god, yeah. Yeah, guys, this one tastes good. Tastes like butterscotch, like a creamy butterscotch, and yeah, you can get bakery notes from it, all that. I seriously haven't tasted one bakery one yet that I haven't found really good. Really good. They're bakeries, man. They're bakeries. Alright. Next one, butter tart from Wonder Flavors. Wesley asked, "How is that Saskatoon Berries?" About ordered it. I don't know. Off the hand, I don't like it. I haven't mixed it yet. I really couldn't say, but off the hand, it reminds me of black currant, and I'm not really a black currant fan. So if you're like a black currant fan, you like that kind of berries and that kind of muskiness, that might be for you. For me, I taste off the hand. I don't know if I'm gonna like it, but I'm gonna try to mix with it. All right, so the butter tart. I smell butter. I don't even know what to say about this one. This one's like, it's buttery. I don't know. I'll probably try to work with that one as butter in like bakeries and stuff and see what happens. It's not bad. It's just I don't know how else to describe that one other than like a butter. Okay, so another one I got was almond cookies from Wonder Flavors. Almond cookies. Oh, this one smells good. I can smell AP right off the back. Let's try it on hand. Oh. Oh, that's... Oh, man. Oh, wow. That's good. That's even good off the hand. Wow. Okay. So, almond cookies. It almost tastes like they're using... First of all, they're using AP. And they're using almonds. But they're also using... It seems like they're using a meringue in here. So, I think there's a meringue in here. And I also think that they're using... what do you call it? It's not almonds. It's the thing... And where it makes it to, what the hell is it called? Marzipan. I taste like a marzipan in here too. That one has me excited. Another bakery that has me excited from them. They're just freaking, they nailed the bakeries, guys. They nailed the bakeries. All right, cinnamon pastry. Cinnamon pastry. Actually, let me see if I can, actually no, because I got to show you the bottles. Alright, so that's cinnamon pastry right there. Okay, so... Ooh, okay. So off the smell, if you're going to use this as a cinnamon pastry, you're going to probably have to put more cinnamon, maybe like a rich cinnamon or something like that. The cinnamon is very faint. It's in there. It's a nice bakery cinnamon, but it's really low to the ground in the flavor. And again, this is just off the smell and taste of the hand. I can't really tell you in the vape. Oh, okay. So this one actually tastes like a cinnamon funnel cake. So it almost has like a reminiscence of like a funnel cake from Capella without necessarily as much Play-Doh. You know, so funnel cake without as much Play-Doh. And then it has like low to the ground cinnamon notes. So to me, it's probably like a cinnamon funnel cake it tastes really close to. That one seems interesting. In country living, if you're watching, try this with your beard clone. I think that would work really good. Maybe with some of that silver line cinnamon sugar and some of that cinnamon pastry from Wonder Flavors. It'd probably pair really well together. Okay, so next one is Wonder Flavors Fruits and Cream. Wonder Flavors Fruits and Cream. All right. That's good. I can't really pick out the fruits in there, but it tastes like a fruit salad, like a creamy fruit salad. So there's like mixed fruit in there. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. That one might actually be pretty good if you're trying to make a fruity, creamy vape. I'm just trying to like think of what's actually in it. I can't honestly pick them out. It's like one of those ones that are all like jumbled up. Uh-oh, ran out of liquid. Okay. Next one up is... Oh, there we go. S'mores Cupcake. Ooh. That one smells really good. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna have to try mixing that up single flavor and telling. It's one of those flavors that separate. See that right there? It tastes good. I don't know if I'm too happy about it yet though. I don't know. It tastes like chocolatey. I taste chocolate. It tastes like some graham cracker. Yeah, I don't know. Alright. I got a few more to go through. Let's just do cashew. Cashew from Wonder Flavors. Ooh, yeah, that one's good. It smells good. Oh, wow. That's the realest tasting cashew I've tried yet. That's good. Okay, I'm not going to taste anymore. I'm just going to show you the rest of them because I got to get back to cooking because times are running out before the turkey comes out. Alright, so I got Wonder Flavors Glazed Donut. I got Wonder Flavors Macadamia Nuts. I got Wonder Flavors Caramel Butter. If I can get that right. Okay. I got Web Candy from Wonder Flavors. got pretzel dough, because I want to try to make a pretzel. That sounds awesome. I got chocolate chunks. See how that is. See if they can get a chocolate right. Wonder flavor is sesame candy. I got another bottle of shortbread cookies because I actually really liked it. And then I got a few Hanksons. I got Hankson raspberry, Hankson's grape, Hankson's coconut, Hankson's chocolate cream, Hankson's blueberry, Hankson's Australian chocolate, and last but not least, what is it? Hankson's chocolate banana. Alright, so let me put these back in and change the cameras up. Okay, transition. Okay. So guys, I know this was kind of like a long, drawn-out video. It wasn't really too organized. I want to show you the vape mail. I want to actually go over better some more of those flavors, but I'm running out of time. I'm like constantly looking at the clock. I gotta start making my mashed potatoes now and some of my squash and stuff like that. I mean, it's Christmas, guys, so you know, I take care of my mom. I'm her guardian, so she's disabled, so I'm kind of like the one who does all that stuff. But yeah, I still want to do something for you guys. This is what I definitely love to do, but unfortunately I do have some responsibilities as you know, I have to do some adulting, so I gotta go finish cooking. Again, I really do appreciate you guys watching my video and bearing with me. I know I'm not necessarily the best reviewer in the world or whatever, or the best at always explaining some flavor notes and stuff, but what I can tell you though is what I've had good luck with, and like a lot of different, for example, flavors, or like flavors I mixed with that I've gotten good results, and stuff that I found to work really well, or devices from vape gear that I've used, really fell in love with, and that have worked for me. So basically, no matter what, it's always going to be based on my perspective and my opinion on what works best for me and stuff. But again, thank you guys so very much for watching. Merry Christmas to every single one of you. I really hope you guys are enjoying your time with your family, and I hope you guys eat some good food today. Hope you guys have gotten some great gifts. If you guys need to save some money on Liquid Bar, use JFM 15% off. If you want to save at both cities, JFM 10 or JFM 6 will save you 10 or 6% off, depending if you use that other code or not. Definitely recommend those two places. Great places. Make sure you support the community, support all of the other vape YouTubers and DIYers. There are a lot of great people like Fresh03, the Vapor Chronicles. They're just countless. There's Pippa. There's just so many people, DIY or Die. Support all those. Support each other. If you guys want some help with the DIYing, check out the Facebook group, JFM Development, Just Friggin' Mix group. Or check out my Instagram, JFM_development. If you need anything for your vape arsenal, check the links in the description down below. And if you want to support me and what I do here, check out my Patreon page. The link for that is also in the description. And most of all, again, have a Merry Christmas and have a great night. Bye, guys.